Hello and welcome to Hanging with Howie. Ooh, tonight I have a large cast of characters here. I'm going to go left to right, and we have Matt with us.
Hello.
And we have the one and only Jay with us.
How's it going?
And we have my road dog.
Hey,
Austin John.
I was prepared.
Nice to be here.
Understood the assignment.
And we also have with us Georgia, because he's on the border of Georgia and Carolina. Georgia Matt is with us. And we have a guy we haven't seen in a while, and happy to have you here, Scott from Florida.
There's Scott.
Thank you.
There's Scott.
I'm just chilling.
Alrighty. Okay, guys. Somebody that did send in a request and not a bunch of accolades was Georgia Matt, and he came up with a really good topic, I think.
Really working his way in under the covers there, isn't he?
He's gonna wind up having
slowly getting in. I see how this kid's playing.
The Academy Award goes to.
He's gonna get his own show pretty soon.
Yeah. Watch those tornadoes, kid. I'm just saying.
Yeah. Okay, so here's his. Why might a DJ that only does private events might want to consider doing public gigs potentially for much less money? And I can speak to this because I do the Saturdays. I do Saturdays from noon until 4 for $500. Now that's nothing to sneeze at. And I'm gonna go to my friend Jay and quote him. Let's see. That's $2,000 a month. $20 is $20, but $2,000 a month times 24 or times 12 rather, that's $2,400 or $24,000. 24,000. Who can go? Why? I get these gigs all the time. Saturday afternoons, not a problem. So go ahead and have at it, guys.
100%. 100%. And I think the root of the question is, if you're already making this much money doing this, why would you sacrifice the money? Because by sacrificing the money, and I did this at a casino, and I'll even say what I made. I made $350. I brought a controller and a laptop. I played for 3 hours on a Saturday that I wasn't booked, played 10:30 to 1:30. And they gave me a $50 food voucher for the night. And it exposed me to a different audience. But more importantly, it put me in a much different environment. I wasn't talking at all. I mean, the occasional, give it up for the bartenders, blah, 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 whatever. But I had to face different music, different mixing style, and a different audience. And I think the greatest thing a DJ can do is challenge themselves and take themselves out of their comfort zone and do a gig that they're capable. I don't think DJs that don't like hip hop, that don't like new music, should walk into a club ever and say, here I am. But if you can this was a club that had a tribute band, Tom Petty, Journey, Guns N' Roses, very mainstream, very classic rock. And that was the audience. And then an hour after they quit playing it, like 11:30, I would start at 10:30. By 11:30, their audience was gone. And now the kids came in. So then it went to a clubby hip hop club vibe. And I was happy to do it. And I learned a lot. I learned a lot about what was popular with very obnoxious drunk people. And that's a valuable life lesson.
It really is.
Knowing what jerks want. And knowing how to say, all right, we got Cheryl celebrating her dirty 30 tonight, because that's how it was given to me on the napkin. Can you shout out Cheryl celebrating her dirty 30? Like, yeah, whatever.
Right.
She's single, isn't she? Yeah, I know. What.
Yeah.
That's my 2 cents.
I had something very similar and very cryptic at an event that, give a shout out when, to, how do I put this? for the family. Think of women's breasts, the two women. The one woman says, I want you to introduce her as my left T to the right T. But she had written out the actual words. And there were children there, and I was not going to say the word. So that's how I did it. I said, and here she is, Mary, the left T to Robin's right T. And, some people were in on it and they clapped like crazy. And, we got out of that one quick. Thank God. That was a curveball I didn't know. I didn't see coming at all.
These two go way back. Thanks for the memories.
Yeah, thanks for the memory. Yeah.
Oh, come on.
Ooh, John.
Hey, they're all weak. I'll take a shot on this.
Yeah.
We play the private gigs and we do the big hall functions and the high stakes gigs, we'll call them, the ones there's a lot riding on it and every move is important. We play clubs and bars, kind of a looser format. You got to read the room and see who's in front of you, play the right stuff. But, as long as you can take gigs that aren't interfering with your bread and butter, so to speak, don't take a short gig, to cut off your nose to spite your face. If you got nothing happening on the day, or like Jay said, he's got something he can roll in 11 to 1, and then he's still got 5 hours to go do his 5 to 10 wedding if there's something kicking later that day.
Right.
Take the shot.
Sure.
Unless it's really something that you're going to be so far over your head that musically you can't deliver. But for most of that information is available, through resources like Disc Jockey News. You Google some playlists. If it's in your wheelhouse, if it's classic rock and music of the last 60 years, we all pretty much know that. But if it was kids and they wanted something brand new, there's some work that has to go into that. You gotta look for clean edits, and you gotta listen to a lot of songs for content. So if you've got the time, take the shot, make a little extra for yourself and be seen. If you play the same club. What you got, Jay?
John, I was just going to say, before you take the gig, do what I would do, which, like one of our sponsors, I would check my DJ event planner first to see if I had anything scheduled.
Right.
And for more information on them, you can check down in the details, but at least know that you're off that night.
Good point.
Yep.
Thank you, Jay.
Absolutely.
I forgot about that. That's DJEventPlanner.com right down below, and our other sponsors as well. You'll see they'll be blue, and if you hit them, it's a hyperlink. It'll take you right to their site, and then it's like Christmas for you.
Oh yeah.
All right,
cool. I'm good. I'll so do your homework and take the gig. That's my my final two on. There you go.
All right, Eric, what do you got for us?
Here's my deal. Our Saturdays are all money makers, right? I mean, most of Saturdays are the money makers. And I personally reserve those for the money, for the weddings, for the big functions. Occasionally you'll get a Friday with a big, but I've got a lot of downtime, which is Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Sunday.
Right.
So what I've been doing for the past 8 or 10 years is, and I don't want any haters out here, I've been doing karaoke shows.
Well,
and
I can no longer judge.
One of our sponsors is, DJ Bingo and Karaoke.
Exactly.
So they're money makers during the week.
Right. So what I did was I utilized my downtime and booked Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Sundays for karaoke shows. Again, like Jay would say, break out the calculator, and we're looking at $200-$300 a night. Add all that up, and then add on the weddings and the big money makers on Saturdays. Cheers, right? Hey, cheers anyway to our friend over there, Boston John, the road dog. Anyway,
he's my road dog.
Thank you for that. Lately, everybody's road dog lately. We're just road dogging all over the place. So This is going to air after Atlantic City, but we will have already come back from a week in New Jersey when this gets on the air. So
to end my thing here is just what better way to utilize your downtime doing what you like and earn an extra cash. So Howie, who's next?
We're gonna go all the way down to Florida where they're probably roasting. And we're gonna call on Scott. Scott, your mic's not on.
Ooh, there we go. Am I good?
There you are. Okay.
There I am. Yeah,
Success.
sorry about that. Had that.
No problem.
Yeah. I take a lot of things on Fridays. That's what I do. Fridays I'll do. We've found a new concept a lot with the yacht rock. We go in and we'll do these small little where these breweries and stuff like that. Just want listening music. So they'll take the yacht rock concept, and that's what we roll with. Make a couple $100. Don't need a big system. Kind of do a small system like Brian does.
Right.
It works. I mean, it's something that seems to be we've kind of put into, and they don't want dance music. They just want something they can just chill out to.
And that's an extra almost $10,000 a year. That's not bad. You know, that's something to sneeze at. That's it. That's a good point. Very good point. And last but not least on this particular topic, the man who brought it up himself, Matt Ames.
Well, thank you for that, Howie. And I do want to also mention that we do have one and only Mr. Buddy Mueller in the house with us as well. With the booming microphone. So, yes. But I'll,
he's up in the square that usually the video is running, but
I switched around on my screen too. I could see where that happened over there.
It's okay, Howie. I still love you, bro. I love all you guys.
So basically, I went through about 14 years of being a mobile DJ without ever taking really any public gigs. I didn't have any offered, but on the other hand, I wasn't seeking them out either. And then it got to the point where somebody reached out to me and I said, okay, I'll try this. And it almost became addictive pretty fast too, because it was just one of those things. It's like, it's not your wedding money. It's not your big party or function money, but it's consistent money. And not only that, but you're in an environment with an audience who generally, if it's a dance club, you're there with people who are there for the music, there to dance, among socializing. Or a wedding, there's some people that are there to do that, but they're there mainly, the main purpose they're there is the wedding. So it's not necessarily the objective for the guests to want to get out there and dance alive and sing along. So I really like that about it. And I really like the consistency about it. And had another big one on Cinco de Mayo at this newer, kind of like a trendy fusion type Mexican restaurant that we have downtown. And that got me in with the hospitality group that runs that. And they have several restaurants in my area. And now me and someone who is trying to lessen their karaoke load on Wednesday nights for one of their other restaurants is wanting to rotate that with me. So I picked that up as well. And it's fun, and it puts you in front of people who, probably wouldn't know about you otherwise. So it's the constant exposure. And it's with the exposure too, you're showcasing even something like karaoke, it's not just bell to bell karaoke. There's downtime, and that's your opportunity to DJ. That's your opportunity to show what you can do, and still your opportunity to promote that business and show them that you're a valuable asset. And I believe word gets around on things like that as well. So,
I couldn't agree more. I've gotten, for doing the things that I do that are, public type things or civic things, that you're always auditioning. And, you got 300 to 500 people out there. Chances are there's at least 2 or 3 couples that are engaged or about to be engaged, and they see you.
Yeah.
With that, we're going to go to Buddy from Chicago.
Buddy.
Well, one of the things I know guys are talking about clubs and bars and stuff like that, but I also look at like schools. And this is something that not just the money, it's the emotional thank you back to the local community. As a business owner, I think business owners should give something back to the local community, a volunteering or a discounted rate for a school or a charity or something once in a while. It may not be always every single time, but if they call you up a few times a year and say, hey, you know what, if you can come play music for the kids on a Tuesday or a Wednesday or a Thursday afternoon, or, hey, could you come to a senior center and play some music for some people? Or, hey, we're a charity and we need some speakers and some music for a conference. We can't pay you much, a couple $100. It's, not only not sound bad, if you're not really busy, you can do that. You're giving back to the local community, but also you're helping out, and it makes you feel good as well as a few dollars. You do it a couple of times, they go to you every time, once or twice a month. It's not tens of thousands of dollars, but it's a few extra coins in the kitty, and that can help you out. But again, it's the emotional side of things and saying, hey, I helped out such a charity. And you can go to them and say, hey, do you mind if I use the local chapter of whatever it is, or I helped out school district, whatever it is, with this dance. Can I use that in my advertisement? Someone will say yes, someone will say no. Ask for that. That can help you too, because other businesses are going to say, oh, well, you're helping out this charity. Well, maybe I want you to come into my bar, or maybe I want you to come to my restaurant. I want you to come into my business and do the same thing. Oh, you're doing sound for whoever it is. Oh, wow. I have conferences. I need sound taken care of. Well, you know what? We do it once a month. We have a big business meeting. We need sound. We want you to come in and do sound and video. Here's a big contract. That could open up doors for you as well.
Well, I know for a fact, Scott, from Florida there, he does the nursing homes every month for their birthday parties, and you never know. They might have visitors, and they're going to hear you. Of course, they're much younger, and it's
weddings on the staff from there.
Yeah, and the staff. Yeah. So you're inadvertently really networking without really networking, so to speak.
Doesn't cost you anything. Yeah.
And the other DJ said is your business card, sort of.
Right.
Speak.
And it's giving back to the local community that could help out a school, charity, whatever. It's fire department, a volunteer fire department may need something. Just something that, maybe would pay you very little or nothing at all, but it gives you also, again, that emotional attachment, that emotional feel good part too.
Yeah, absolutely. All right. What did you want? Eric, you have something there?
Yeah. Could I add to that? Who did you say? What was it? Scott that does the nursing homes?
Yes.
Is that who you said? Yeah. I do. For the past 4 years, every Friday, I go into a nursing home local, and it's only from 1 to 2 p.m. I don't charge them, and I just play the oldies for them. 1 hour.
Right.
And it's to give back to the community. They enjoy the music. Some of them will get up and do dances I've never seen before, but that's besides the point. And they have a blast. And I volunteer my services once a month for the past 4 years for this nursing home, and I look forward to it every month. And I like Buddy was saying, and it's just a way to give back to the community. And I'm not there to get business. I'm just,
You're there to see half your high school. Come on, don't lie to us. You're there to see most of the kids you graduated high school with. Don't start this.
Most of the people there are in my yearbook, so shut up.
Yeah. See, you already know. I think that's a good thing.
Class reunions at that.
All righty. Well, hey, I want to thank you all for watching. Thank you guys, especially for your wisdom and experience and knowledge that you're sharing here. And when this goes to YouTube and the other sources, right down below, leave a comment. If you have something you question or a topic you'd like us to cover, we'll be happy to do it. Until then, we're going to sign off, and we will see you next week.